Legendary Men return. I love that intro. Welcome back to the Terry Bogard Primer, Part 2. The reception for the first video was very well received, so naturally I'm going to do the rest of it. I also got a lot of, not necessarily critiques, but a lot of corrections from the first episode. Specifically, Tung Fu taught both Geese and Jeff. I didn't know that. Also, I got the roles reversed for Raiden. Apparently he's Big Bear when he's the face, and he's heel when he's Raiden. I didn't know that. I got them mixed up. But anyway, a couple of years passed since Fatal Fury 1. Geese died with his fight with Terry Bogard at the top of Geese Tower in the first game back in Southtown. A couple things changed. A new Fatal Fury tournament. A new King of Fighters tournament is going down. Sent out by a indiscriminate man in yellow. Don't know who that is yet. Pat, let me read the actual synopsis real quick. After Geese Howard's death in the original Fatal Fury, a mysterious nobleman becomes a sponsor of the new KOF tournament. This time, the tournament is held worldwide, with fighters around the globe competing. As single player progresses, the mysterious challenger begins to defeat the participants from the original Fatal Fury, searching for the man responsible for Geese's death. He's not dead, you guys. That's the spoiler. But let's get started. We gotta look at the sprites. The sprites look a lot better now. The motions for actual moves make sense. It's not jank. Well, it's maybe a little jank now, but not as jank as it was in Fatal Fury 1. The art's way better. The music's cool in this game. We got 4 newcomers. You'll see them in a second. Damn, I only got 8 seconds to pick, but oh well. Let's fight one of the newcomers first. Let's fight the Taekwondo champion of Korea, Kaphwan. One of my favorite characters. Kind of like in the first game where it was kind of groundbreaking to have a capoeira fighter in a fighting game at the time. I think Kaphwan might be the first Taekwondo fighter in a fighting game as well. It was definitely before Tekken. I just got owned. I should bring that up too. Unlike Fatal Fury 1, Fatal Fury 2's AI is crazy good. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me a few times in this. So please bear with me. Terry's gonna do his best. But as I was talking about before, this game has 4 newcomers. We got Kaphwan, who you see right now, Chang Sinzan, who is the really chubby Tai Chi fighter. You probably saw him in the demo earlier. He's right there with the green glasses. Jubei Yamada, who's like who his nickname was the Devil Yamada or something like that when he was a young man. He's a grappler. He's pretty cool. He throws pizzas at you. I don't really understand that, but and finally you have the second woman of fighting games, and the woman you've probably seen in probably millions of lewd art all over the internet, Mai Shiranui. Her debut was this game. Her design's very different too. When I get to her, you'll see what I mean. That's one round. There's a trend I've noticed with the backgrounds in this game. There's not a lot of people in the backgrounds of these stages. They're very barren. There'll be like 1 or 2 people in every background. It just seems like for a King of Fighters tournament, it's not very poppin'. You know what I'm saying? I guess like it's being televised, but there's not a lot of people out spectating in the audience. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. Let's not lose again against the first opponent. Also in this game, this is actually the first... I don't know if it's the first fighting game ever, but it's the first SNK game to feature supers. Or as they're called, desperation moves. Terry has his power geyser for the first time. And here's, that was Richard Mayer, who retired from fighting from after the first King of Fighters tournament to run the Pow Pow Cafe full time. And maybe somebody in the comments can answer this question for me. I'm not sure, why is Andy in Italy? I know after their father's death, Andy went to Japan to train and learn ninjutsu. But why is he in France right now? I never really understood that. And then they kind of like echoed that in King of Fighters 94, where the Fatal Fury team stage was also in Italy. I'm not really sure what the Bogard's lineage with Italy is. Maybe they're actually Italian. I don't know. Can someone tell me? I would like to know. With that said, I do like this stage a lot. Andy's getting a little arrogant over here. Also, as you noticed, the dreaded line system is back. Requested by no one, but it's still here. Can't get away from the line system, not yet anyway. No, you don't, Andy. Back to the drawing board, little bro. There's Chang. He's really hard. Oh no! I like Chang's stage too. I should say that I think that the backgrounds are a huge improvement from the first game. And he just taunted me. I don't know how to taunt in this game. It just occurred to me that I have no idea how to do that. Oh no, I thought he was dizzy. My power wave is not coming out. I love that death cry. I mentioned this in the previous playthrough when I played Fatal Fury 1 before, that I feel like SNK was just trying to like one up Capcom in every way when their sequel came out to Fatal Fury, like, just to like, not necessarily like, well, I guess to compete with Street Fighter 2. Like, hey, you guys have a female fighter in your game, we're gonna put a female fighter in our game too. Or you got a heavyset guy, we're gonna put a heavyset guy in ours too. Yeah, and a grappler, heavy and a big guy. Yeah. It's just like every one of their actions was just mirroring Street Fighter slightly. It's like, it's almost like Fatal Fury is like the best known Street Fighter clone. You know, I think maybe it's unfair to call it a clone at this point because it's made its mark and it's at this point you can distinguish Fatal Fury from Street Fighter. Back then, maybe not, since like there was just a sea of Street Fighter 2 clones back then, but like even then, Fatal Fury was always one of my favorites. I think I just connected with Terry because he had a hat, and I've worn hats all my life. I was like, oh snap! A fighting game character with a cap. He's my hero. Oh no. Wow. I thought I was blocking that. He's just like screaming. What is this wrong? Oh no. Oh crap. No. No. Damn it. I tried to do Burning Knuckle. Are you okay? I'm sorry I fought with such power. You don't say, are you okay? That's what I say. That's a Terryism. I don't know what that normal is, but it's really good. He just did his... How dare you? Damn it. I guess that's another thing I should address, probably. You're probably wondering, why are you playing Fatal Fury 2 and not Special? Special's the better game. That's true. Special is better. But Special is what we call a dream match, which is basically it's non-canon to the rest of the series. Special has more characters, and it brings more characters from the first game back, and the combo system is a little bit more cohesive in that game, and there's a few hidden characters too, and you can play as the bosses, but like Fatal Fury 2 is actually has a story, unlike Special. Special's just kind of like, hey, play the game. So for single player purposes, that's why I'm playing Fatal Fury 2 over Special. Man. Whew, only took 3 tries. Plus, in Fatal Fury Special, the game makes you fight literally everyone. Like, there's like 16 characters, and you have to fight all 16 in arcade mode, and I'm not doing that. Oh, it's Bay. You may also notice that her design in this game is way different from her King of Fighters appearance, which you're probably more used to. First of all, she's wearing like pink and yellow, which is not her normal color. Like, not the colors you're used to anyway. Used to her wearing red and white, mostly. And her costume's a little bit more conservative. I mean, like, she's just showing some legs, but that's it. The cleavage isn't as crazy as it would be in later games, but like I said, this is her first appearance, so things are bound to change. She was literally about to end me right there. Here's a nerdy trivia note. This is the only game where this is Mai's theme. Mai's theme is like Mai's theme changes in like almost every game. It's never consistent. Shit. I tried to grab her. Not in that way either. Mai, I'm sorry, I love you. But we gotta move on. Her stage is really cool too. It reminds me of Samurai Showdown a little bit. Also, unfortunately, Terry does not say "Wubba Wubba, I'm in the pink today." That's only in Fatal Fury Special. And I still don't know what that means. I don't remember how to get back there. Oh no. Line system. There we go. I hate the line system so much. I've probably said that like 8 times in this video and the last video, but I don't care. It's so stupid. Can I make it? Yes! Fighting games don't have bonus stages anymore in their single players. Hehehe, here comes the Stormy Man. Whatever that means. Thing is, this isn't even the worst of the Fatal Fury like battle quotes. In 3, I'd probably say in the Fatal Fury 3 they're the worst. Well, you'll see that soon enough. I want to get some viewer interaction. Where did you first play Fatal Fury 2, if you've ever played it? I played Fatal Fury 2 at my local mall, back when malls had arcades in them. The mall that I lived close to had 2 arcades in it. One was in the front, it was called Tilt, and Tilt had mostly just pinball games and like, it had arcade games, but not like the fighting games. Like, it had like the beat 'em ups, and it had like the old school Galaga Pac-Man stuff. And then like there was a second arcade in the back called the Party Shop, and that had almost exclusively fighting games in it. And that's where I first played Fatal Fury 2. It was on an MVS cab with like super sidekicks Samurai Showdown 1 and something else. I don't remember the fourth game, but that's where I first played it. Then later came out on Super Nintendo and I played it again. Joe is odd in this game because kind of like Mai, he'll change over time, not appearance wise, but like in this game he has a very like he has a normal sounding like male voice, but in the later in like pretty much in KOF and in everything, all his other appearances have super high pitched voice. Joe would be voiced by the same guy who voices Link in the later Legend of Zelda games, where he actually talks. Well, not talks, but makes sounds. I'll post his name on the screen because I don't remember it. This is also one of my favorite songs in the game. I was called Demon, though you may not look like one. You're dead. Sure. He's one of the harder AI opponents. This is Jubei the Grappler. One of many old men in the Fatal Fury series. And as a projectile, he throws pizzas at you. I'm not really... See, that's a pizza, right? I'm not crazy. Well, I'm crazy, but that's a pizza, right? I know I'm not like... It is an old 16-bit game, so it's hard to tell, but that looks like a pizza to me. That goes full screen. I had no idea. Oh yeah, look at that frame rate. Oh, line system. No! No! I'll not get screwed over by the line system again today. Not again. Oh, damn it. I was dizzy. Oh, come on. Take this sweep, Jubei. Oh, no, 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 no! I wanted to grab him. I still can't be beaten by youngsters. Shut up. I throw my blue on. Was it more? That's more like purple. And for the record, yeah, that's a cheap wake-up move. I can just throw them and then immediately throw a power wave, and it's like a guaranteed hit. So far, I think I've only beaten Mai and Joe without losing so far. I'm just gonna use standing heavy kick. Oh, pfft. Forgot you have it's an air grab too. Standing D is my friend. It's a good friend. Drew Bear. I won again without trying. Oh no, it's me. Unlike Mai's theme, which changes almost every game, this is... Terry doesn't have this theme in every game, but it's somewhat consistent. There's always a rendition of Kurikinton in most Fatal Fury / King of Fighters games. I'll post Kurikinton on the screen so people know what I'm saying. Also, I'll probably post the translation of what that is too, because that's definitely a Japanese word. But more times than not, you'll definitely see a stage on a train associated with Terry, because it's his iconic background from this, starting from this game. And you can't get more American than having your background have Mount Rushmore in it. I should just killed him. Line system! I asked for that. I should just killed him. I had a chance. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah! Mine's better. We're moving along pretty well. Not doing as bad as I thought I'd be. But then again, I haven't gotten to the bosses yet. You assume my name? You've had it. Alright. Started once, you're finished. This is newly face-turned Raiden, aka Big Bear. I actually like Big Bear's song too. I think his song's cool. Go in! I asked for that. Stop driving me! I'm glad I stopped him, because that would have killed me. That little shoulder tackle he has. Wow. I'm actually surprised I beat him on the first try. Big Bear's AI is usually really difficult. You were good. Do you like bonus stages, kids? Do you like more of the same bonus stage, basically? Also, spoiler for people who have never played this. This stage is the background of the next character we'll be fighting. I know you SNK aficionados know whose stage this is, but I won't spoil it. I'm just gonna keep punching these cinder blocks while my fists bleed. Just gonna stare at the screen right now. Oh dang, that was Hwajai and Michael Max. They got beat up by someone. Bogard, they're bleeding. Billy's back. Billy's back and he's pissed. He wants revenge for Geese's death. And, yeah. This is what I was worried about. Billy's AI is really aggressive and cheap. But I guarantee you if I beat him, smooth sailing from here. To me, he might as well be the final boss. Also, I referenced in the previous video that Billy Kane has one almost universal theme, and here it is. This is Billy Kane's main theme that you'll hear throughout most of the games he appears in. Please let me beat him on the first try. I'll be so happy with myself. But yeah, as I said before, Billy's back for revenge. He believes Geese is dead, and he now, and the previous guy, not the previous guy, the new guy. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil yet. Has enlisted his help in the latest King of Fighters tournament. He's supposed to be a gatekeeper. Well, specifically, he wants revenge on Terry and Andy because he thinks Terry and Andy killed Geese, but that ain't true. That was way closer than I thought it'd be, but let's try again.
1 hour later.
Yes! Yes! Get out of here! Oh! We'll never defeat with only guts, Billy. Oh no, it's Tung Fu and Duck King. They got beat up too. And now I'm being challenged by Butterbean now. That's basically what Axel Hawks is. He's just, I mean, look at him. Capcom was like, we put Mike Tyson in our game. So SNK's like, let's put Butterbean in our game. Ow, 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 God. I do like his theme music, though. Yeah! Okay, you know, that's fine. I know I can beat him. He's not Billy Kane. Let's get back in here. Jesus. That makes me laugh every time. Yeah! I'm getting boxed in right now. He got a perfect on me. Holy shit. No! Oh, shit. That's a dizzy. He landed a lot of hits on me consecutively. Yes, that's a round. Oh, I thought we both died for a second. I thought that was a double KO for like an instant. But one of the unknown new guy's cronies is down. Well, 2 out of 4. 2 out of 3. I can't count. I didn't even notice this. He's literally just beating up everybody from the previous game who didn't make it. I'll stain the mat with your blood. Here's the creation of this character. Hey, Capcom's got a Matador in their game. We should get a Matador in our game. That's it. But okay, I'll take that back, because I actually like Lawrence Blood. I think he's cool. I forgot he did that. Oh, this is something I wanted to bring up before. I also think Fatal Fury is specifically this game is kind of a groundbreaking thing. Has a groundbreaking thing too, where I think this is one of the few fighting games I've seen where, like, one of the few earlier fighting games that actually shows a passage of time in between rounds. Like, it's nighttime now, and it was daytime in the first round, so. I think they did that before Street Fighter did? I'm not sure. I got Olayed on. Okay, I'll admit, I think it's cool that the bosses can, like, knock you into the background and do, like, unique things. I think that's really cool and innovative. Oh, God damn it. Olay. Got him. Oh, he stabbed me. Oh! That's a good air grab, though. Oh, really? That connected? Wow, it just beats a lot of things that I do. So it's kind of like a spinning command grab. That's very interesting. And stupid. I hate that move. Alright. It's about to be showtime. Let's get a good look at the face of the man who just demolished everybody from the first game who wasn't in this game. You were good. I've been waiting for you. It seems you're delighted by my invitation. I'm the sovereign of the dark side, Wolfgang Krauser. My man, I can't remain silent if you say you're the strongest in the world. I'll beat you to build my legend. Now this is a hot take. A lot of people like Geese. A lot of people like Rugal. Wolfgang Krauser is my favorite SNK antagonist. He's a fucking badass. Look at him. His gold armor. Look at this orchestra that plays Dies Irae. Yes, I know classical music. They play that song in his mansion while he's beating your ass. He's awesome. Let me stop marking out while he beats the crap out of me, but I love everything about this character and this background. And he's like one of the few SNK characters, well, one of the few Fatal Fury characters that speaks fluid English. Not like English like Geese does. Well, it's naturally but didn't expect to beat him the first time. You can't defeat Krauser with that power. What did he said something about Geese? I missed it. As far as his backstory is concerned, from what I've read this several times, but I don't know how true this is. I'll fact check this before I finish the video, but evidently he and Geese were adopted brothers. Which is why, like, when Geese was allegedly killed, he kind of picked up the mantle to continue the King of Fighters tournament after Geese's death. I don't know how true that is. That's what I've been told. Like, they both, him and Geese grew up in the same orphanage. It's something sounds very convoluted, but I will fact check it and put it on the screen so I don't sound like an idiot. Jeez. Oh, he said Geese is waiting for you. I mean, he's gonna kill me. I get it. What an asshole. Oh, he has a counter. Of course he has a counter. I like what he says in King of Fighters 96 when he beats her. He's like, you can get up by yourself. See, we can do it again, boys. I love this stage. I'd say this is my favorite final boss fighting game stage. Counters, of course. Oh, yes. For those who didn't hear it, he said, "You're perfect. I've met my match," as he passed out. And that's the end. Terry Bogard becomes the strongest in the world. And I feel like that has to be 1991, not 1919. This story does not take place that long ago. But through all the blood, sweat, and tears, that is Fatal Fury 2. This is actually one of my favorite Fatal Fury games. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's up there. I got a lot of nostalgia for this game. I played this on the Super Nintendo and in arcades when I was a kid, so like this is one of my favorites. And it has one of the coolest final bosses of all time in it, so can't beat that. Terry defeats Krauser. Krauser is dethroned. Terry's still the reigning King of Fighters champion. But what's gonna happen next? Fatal Fury 3 is coming next. What's gonna happen? I'll tell you what happens. Well, not completely, but I'll tell you that probably the two worst characters in Fatal Fury history get introduced, and one of the best characters. So there's a trade-off. We get one really cool character in two really cool characters in Fatal Fury 3. Then we get the two worst characters of all time in Fatal Fury 3 as well. And the combo system's not as good in 3, but we're gonna play that next time. We're gonna see what happens to Terry then. I'll catch y'all later.
Super Famicom 画廊伝説2